What's the word? What's happening, everybody? Hey, this is one of those spontaneous lives. I have a little downtime before my last batch of clients coming to the gym. So I decided to tap in, man, and build on something that's kind of been on my mind for the past few days because I've been coming across certain pieces of information, people making comments, people making statements and remarks about Nelly choosing to perform for Donald Trump's inauguration and Snoop and all that type of good stuff, man. So I just want to add my 2 cents or my 5 cents, however much you think this is worth. I just want to add it, man. I want to add my input. So I'm going to give y'all about 3 minutes to tap in, man. I only got about 45 to 50 minutes or so. So hopefully y'all got a little time this evening to tap in and listen to this build, man, and add on all that good stuff. Hey, Brian, peace. What's happening? The dumbest thing. This is literally one of the dumbest things I've seen. We want to cancel Nelly and Snoop Dogg all of a sudden. Crazy. Life is crazy out here, man. Hey, Justin, Lindell, Ray, peace. What's happening? What's happening, my good brothers, man? We want to this crazy. Black people we gotta do better, man. Every time I start seeing things like this, man, I'm like, yep, just when I think we made some type of progress, I see stuff like this, and it's like, all right, back to the drawing boards. Back to the drawing boards. I'm nipping and Goldie, peace. What's happening? What's happening? Every time I see things like this, man, back to the drawing boards. Back to the drawing boards. Black people done fail me. When I start seeing random nonsense like this, man, we want to cancel Nelly, we want to cancel Snoop. Want to cancel Nelly, want to cancel Snoop. These are the people that we choose to lash out at and we want to cancel. Those are the people, man. Plenty of other destructive individuals out here that we could be canceling, but we want to zero in on Snoop and Nelly. Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? This is who we want to focus on. This is who we want to be angry at. And this is who we want to direct our energy towards canceling. Snoop and Nelly. This is what people are on. Black people. And somehow they think it makes sense. Again, I have said this a million times. I've pointed this out a million times as far as Nelly, who mentioned Donald Trump in his most popular song that put him on the map. It's the song that put Nelly on the map. I'm from St. Louis. I was around. He had us all singing this part that said, Bill Gates, Donald Trump, let me in now. Why would this man not perform for Donald Trump? Somebody give me an answer here, man. All of these entertainers, all of these rappers, man, they idolized Trump before the media made the man the boogeyman. Now, again, do I rock with any of these politicians? Do I rock with Trump? Do I rock with Kamala? No, I don't rock with any of them. But to sit here and act like we are surprised that these entertainers, these rappers, will choose to perform for Donald Trump when they have mentioned him numerous times in their lyrics and their songs, admiring him, is ridiculous. To act surprised at that is crazy. How are you acting surprised at Nelly, who has mentioned the man in one of his most popular songs? Why are you surprised that he say, I'm about to perform for Donald Trump? What sense does that make? In one of my previous streams, man, I listed off a bunch of rappers and songs where Donald Trump was admired, the admiration for Trump in the lyrics. I mentioned a bunch of songs. I'm not even about to go through that again. We just gonna focus on Nelly, who has mentioned the man. So I don't understand why this is shocking, why this is surprising, and why y'all want to cancel Nelly. First of all, y'all been canceled Nelly. Y'all had stopped supporting Nelly a long time ago. That's why he started doing country. You know what I'm saying? So y'all was not supporting Nelly in the first place. So it makes zero sense to sit here and talk about, man, we about to cancel Nelly. Y'all had been did that. That's why the man did country. And then y'all want to act like he was selling himself. He sold out then. He doing country. He fooling with the white folks. He fooling with the overseas folks. Yeah, because y'all Negroes not buying his music. So now y'all saying y'all gonna cancel the dude when y'all wasn't tapping in with him to begin with. Black people acting like they was fooling with Nelly to begin with. When the last time some of y'all bought something from Nelly or went to go see a Nelly show? Like, come on now. Make this type of stuff make sense, man. Jersey Mike, he can cancel MLK Day. Listen, he can cancel. He can cancel that. I don't really too much care about that. I don't too much care about that. I don't care about the calendar. The calendar don't dictate when I acknowledge somebody or not. I don't care what day they tell me. I don't care what day they cancel or what day they give me. Like, nah, that don't dictate or determine how I choose to acknowledge folks. There is no Malcolm X Day. There is no Marcus Garvey Day. But when they born days come up, I'm celebrating them. I'm acknowledging them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need none of that. Oh yeah, they mad about the wrong stuff for sure. They mad about the wrong stuff for sure. Man, get these trolls up out of here, man. Nobody got time for this trolling garbage. But yeah, they definitely are angry at the wrong nonsense, man. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, we choose, it is ridiculous on so many different levels, man. Like I said, the same people that's mad about Nelly choosing, and Nelly and Snoop and all that, affiliating with Trump. Again, like I said, if you go analyze them on a day-to-day basis, and analyze the type of music that they listening to, the type of content that they tapping into, I guarantee you it's a lot of destruction. I guarantee you they listening to a lot of destructive rappers, but I guess since they choosing to not perform for Donald Trump is cool. You know, they poisoning the community with the lyrics, but it's all fine and dandy because they not choosing to perform for Trump. These ain't the type of people that we need to be canceling. Y'all can go listen to these destructive rappers, these destructive artists all day long. But as soon as somebody say I'm about to perform the inauguration for Trump, now we want to be outraged and we want to go cancel folks. And that's what I said about Megan Thee Stallion twerking for Kamala. Where was that? Should have been canceled like that. What was we on with that? What was we? That was a big bag of garbage. She brought Megan Thee Stallion out there doing all this twerking, and then I remember when Hillary was, you know what I'm saying, was doing all that nonsense, trying to get the black vote, bringing all these entertainers and whatnot to be on her side. Like, they don't care about us. You know what I'm saying? They just trying to sway you over to that side. And they got Megan Thee Stallion out here twerking and all this type of garbage. But we don't want to cancel that. That type of stuff is cool. We ain't hollering, we need to cancel Megan Thee Stallion. We need to cancel Kamala. That's like, that was disrespectful. To me, that was a slap in the face. Every black woman should have been offended and should have canceled Kamala for that. That was a slap in the face. For that political campaign to say, you know what? We going to bring Megan Thee Stallion out here and we going to have them twerk. We going to have her twerk. That's what we going to do. That was a slap in the face. That was disrespectful. All black women should have stood up and she should have been canceled that moment because they thought so highly of you all that they figured that all they needed to do was bring Megan Thee Stallion out here and get her to twerk. And that was acceptable. That was feasible. That was feasible. That should have canceled all of that right then and there. Because that was crazy. That was crazy for them to even think that was acceptable to do. But they did. And some of you all, not all of my sisters was fooling with that. But some of you all went right along with that like it was cool. Like nothing was wrong with it. Like nothing was wrong with it. That's crazy to me. Now all of a sudden, we sitting around here expecting Nelly and Snoop Dogg and all them to be Malcolm X. Man, Nelly is doing something that does not surprise me. Snoop, they are rappers and they've been about getting this bag that everybody speaks about. This does not surprise me, fam. Nor is it going to lead me to say I'm going to cancel Nelly. Like, I'm going to stop listening to Nelly because I don't even care if he fools with Trump. That ain't enough for me to be like, oh, man, I don't fool with dude. That ain't going to make or break me who he chooses to affiliate with, man. Like, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Some of y'all got members of y'all family right now that did some very foul things and y'all continuing to associate with them. Some of y'all got friends that have done some very foul things in life that should not be accepted or forgiven. And y'all have forgiven them and y'all continue to embrace them. But y'all mean to tell me, man, y'all can't look past dudes performing, getting a bag that I'm pretty sure most of y'all, if y'all was in that same position, would do. Miracle Denise, again, this is one thing I'm not surprised about when it comes to that. He very much so could have put his foot in his mouth. But even Snoop Dogg doing that doesn't surprise me. Like these dudes are wishy-washy. These entertainers don't really have a solid foundation politically. They just jump on whatever is popular at the time from a political standpoint. It's only a select few that actually have a solid foundation. Snoop Dogg ain't never been one of those ones that had a solid foundation politically. He's just gonna jump on whatever is going to get him momentum at the time. So even Snoop putting his foot in his mouth, it doesn't surprise me. Cause Snoop ain't never really had a backbone politically. You know what I'm saying? So if it's gonna make money for Snoop Dogg, guess what Snoop Dogg gonna do? Whatever is gonna make him some money or whatever is going to get him some momentum. So if canceling her is gonna get me some momentum, then I'm gonna lead that charge. Okay? Performing with Donald Trump, that might get me this gonna give me this bag. I'm gonna do it. That's Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg has always been that way. First of all, and this might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm not even a big Snoop Dogg fan because I don't like the way he talked about my man Pac after Pac done passed. So that's when I started looking at Snoop sideways, and that's when I started really realizing what type of dude Snoop really is. You know what I'm saying? So I peeped what type of person Snoop was way back when he was conducting certain interviews about Pac after his passing, and I just didn't like the energy that Snoop was giving off in those interviews. So I ain't never trusted Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Never. So him doing what he doing doesn't surprise me. Nelly definitely doesn't surprise me. You know what I mean? Nelly doing this really doesn't surprise me. And I'm really more so focusing on Nelly and people, black people specifically, striving to cancel Nelly when, again, black people were not supporting Nelly to begin with. That Nelly is more of my focus here because I just don't understand where black people then all of a sudden came from acting like they were big Nelly fans. Which is why, like I said, Nelly had to jump over to country music. And black people was like, why he doing that? Because he said that's where the money was at. Black people not fooling with his music. So now, like that, like we gotta do better. We gotta do better. We just gotta do better. We gotta do better. I don't look to any of these entertainers to be Malcolm X, to be Marcus Garvey, to be Huey Newton. These rappers, most of them, 95% of them, really don't have any backbone, really don't have any type of political knowledge and awareness. The ones that do, they are underground. These mainstream cats, they gonna do whatever like they are puppets, fam. They are puppets. Snoop Dogg a puppet, Nelly a puppet. Some of y'all favorite mainstream artists are puppets, fam. And they gonna do whatever the higher ups that control the mainstream want them to do, especially if the money is right, if it makes sense. They gonna do it. They gonna do it. You know, and a lot of people that be in the comments trying to cancel them will do the same thing. Some of these same folks that are screaming, oh, let's cancel Nelly, let's cancel Snoop. If Donald Trump now offered them $2.5 million, whatever the case may be, $500,000 to go perform something, they gonna do it. They gonna do it. Then they gonna start talking about, I got a family to feed. I gotta get to the bag. I promise you, most of these people that screaming, cancel Nelly, cancel Snoop, if Donald Trump them hit them up with some type of lucrative offer to come perform something, they doing it. And they gonna change the whole perception or perspective. Man, I got a family to feed. You know, I got to get to the bag. These other people ain't feeding me, whoop-de-whoop. That's exactly what the conversation is going to be, fam. Because we live in a culture of getting to the bag. And I've had conversations with people. That's how I know people will do this. Because I've been in countless conversations where I'm like, man, it's certain things that you just can't pay me to do. You know what I'm saying? Certain things that I'm just not doing. I don't care what the price is. I don't care what the price is. I've had conversations with folks, and that's how I start the conversation. You know, it'll be certain things going on, whether there's something in the movie, whether it's a certain type of music they putting out. I'm like, man, you just can't pay me to put that type of content out, or you just can't pay me to act like that in the movie. I've had 9 out of the 10 people who I've had that conversation with, they say things like, well, at least they getting that money, they getting that bag. You can't be mad at them for getting that bag. I don't care what it is. They asked me to kiss another dude in this movie. I'm doing it if the money right. So I know y'all, I know if the price is right, 90% of y'all at least will go do the same exact thing that Nelly and Snoop doing. I promise y'all. I promise y'all. It's certain things. I got morals. I got principles. It's certain things you just can't pay me to do. I'm not going to go act in no movie. I'm not going to kiss no other man. I'm not about to put out some music or some content that I feel like is destroying my community. I don't care what you offer me to do it. I'm not doing that. I'm not playing no homosexual role in nothing. Like, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I will bypass all the money in the world. There is not a price tag on this planet that can get me to go do these things that I have promised myself that I would never do. You know what I'm saying? But for 90% of the population, that's not the case. It's not the case. Because I've had that conversation. I've had that conversation plenty of times. And I've had that conversation with some of the same people who be hooting and hollering when folks like Nelly do what Nelly did. All in the comments. Cancel him, cancel him, cancel him. That same person then told me all these things they'll do if the price is right. Because I got to get to the bag. I got to feed my family. I ain't worried about what these other folks think. I'm getting the bag. Oh, but then when that's the situation, now you have a problem with the person getting to the bag. Man, y'all gotta, come on, man. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. Folks don't stand for anything in this. Like, we hypocritical and we contradictory. Somebody such as myself, I can call this type of stuff out because I'm not switching up. I done been putting out the same content for how long? Y'all ain't seen me jump on anything that was trending from a content perspective. And I could have done that. You know, I could have been operating this channel under a different nature or in a different way or in a different manner. But I don't do that. I stay true to myself. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly certain things that I could do, but I will not do them because I'm staying true to myself. So I can speak on this type of stuff because I'm not one of the wishy-washy individuals. I don't just jump on things that's trending. You know, I don't just hold on to something because it may give me some momentum. I don't operate like that. I don't operate like that. Trey, 1,000%. And I ain't even have to watch like the whole entire interview. One of the things that I did hear him say was that no other president, well, he said not another president. Nelly was tripping, but he was like not another president invited him to perform. Not another president invited him to perform. You know, I did hear that part, but I heard his reason. I heard, I probably watched like about 10, 12 minutes of him explaining and breaking it down. I ain't watched the entire interview with Willie D, but I did see that part, you know? But yeah, his reasoning, but it was crazy when I'm reading the comments and everybody talking about how dumb this man sounds. And I'm just going in on bro. Going in on him. Calling him dumb, calling him uneducated, all of that. I was like, whoa, okay. I would like to hear the political perspective of all of these people that's calling my man's dumb. That's crazy. Like, that's crazy. Miracle Denise, I agree 1,000%. Any artist that has been used, to me, any artist that's been used for that purpose, man, we should be canceling all of that. That whole twerking fiasco was crazy to me. Because like I said, that was a slap in the face to me, to black women. That was a slap in the face. We gonna bring her up here and twerk, because that's, you know, that's how highly we think of you all. Like, if we trying to win y'all vote, what can we do? What can we do? This is how they sat down. This is what they sat down and they thought about it. It's a round table discussion. They in the room and they say, man, we need to appeal to the black masses. What can we do? And somebody came up with the bright idea to say, we gonna get Megan Thee Stallion and she gonna twerk. That's what they came up with. That's how they think of us out here. If we want to persuade them to this side, let's go ahead and bring up somebody and bring her up here and let's have her twerk. Man, get out of here, man. Get out of here. That's garbage and that's nonsense. That's garbage and that's nonsense. Somebody brought up Sexy Red. Yeah, for sure. And those are the type of people who you should be canceling. If we gonna cancel folks Let's cancel the ones that's putting the poison out into the community, that's putting out the destructive music. You know what I'm saying? Let's cancel them. Let's keep it G. Let's keep it 100, as they say. Let's cancel them. You know, since we got this cancel energy built up in us, let's go cancel all the folks that's putting out the destruction. Let's go ahead and do that. Because please tell me how they benefiting the community. Somebody go tell me. And the funny thing is, the way somebody is going to answer that is going to prove my point in regards to Nelly now. Somebody tell me right now in this chat, how is Sexy Red benefiting the black community? Somebody explain to me how Sexy Red's content is benefiting the black community. Peace to the wife, y'all. Y'all say peace to the wife. She tapped in. But somebody explain to me right now how having Sexy Red in the black community, how having her music is benefiting the black community. Somebody go ahead and give me an answer. I'll wait here. How is Sexy Red benefiting the black community? Somebody let me know right now. How is Sexy Red benefiting the black community? And I'm gonna focus on Sexy Red because I saw a lot of women bashing Nelly. So I'm gonna go to that community. I can name plenty of destructive male rappers, and y'all know I don't like a lot of them, and I've mentioned a lot. But we gonna focus on Sexy Red. Somebody tell me how she's benefiting the black community. One of the answers that I've heard, because I've had this conversation, that's why I brought it up. One of the answers that I've heard in regards to Sexy Red benefiting the black community has something to do with her getting a bag, has something to do with her getting some money by being herself. So if we can praise Sexy Red for being herself and getting to a bag, why are we canceling Nelly and Snoop for doing the same thing? They are being themselves and getting a bag. This is what y'all are saying Sexy Red is doing. That is what y'all have told me. They are being themselves, getting a bag, and that is supposed to be influential no matter how destructive the content is. But then now we can't apply that to Nelly and Snoop because they are literally being themselves and doing the same thing, getting a bag. Difference is the last few tracks from Nelly ain't necessarily been destructive. You know what I'm saying? But he's being himself and he's getting a bag. This is what y'all have told me. This is what y'all told me the benefit of having Sexy Red in the community is. I've been told that. She's being herself. She's getting a bag. I can't hate on that. So apparently I can't hate this, and this is what I've been told. I can't hate on Sexy Red because at least she's out here getting money, or she's out here getting money, so that disqualifies me from being able to hate on her. These are things that I have been told. Since she's getting a bag, that disqualifies me from being able or eligible to hate on her. So do y'all understand the hypocrisy here? I can't hate on somebody because they are getting a bag, no matter how they get in the bag. I can't hate on them as long as they get in the bag. They putting out poison in the community, but they get in the bag. But y'all doing the same thing, though. Y'all doing the same thing. Y'all hating on people getting the bag. I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. Hey, Chris, Pete, man, we ain't seen you in a minute in the chat. Hey, what's happening, my good brother Chris? What's happening? What's the word? But yeah, that has been the explanation that I have received. And I just wanted to point that out because, again, we justify destructive ways and actions when it comes to getting a bag, I guess only when it suits our opinions or our narratives. When it doesn't, then now we want to act like, All money ain't good money. Well, fool, this is what some of us been trying to tell you. You know, so now y'all want to see this light. All money ain't good money. Well, tell Sexy Red and them that. All money ain't good money. Influencing or encouraging the younger women that's looking up to you to act like that. Come on, man. Like, we shouldn't be encouraging that. We shouldn't be encouraging that. That should be some stuff that we work hard to cancel. Straight up, man. Straight up. Oh, yeah, DJ Elmo for sure. And I ain't even tapped into that. And that was part of the reason why I was so shocked, or not even shocked. That's part of the reason why I was laughing when I checked the comments under the Willie D video with Nelly, and everybody was like, oh, Nelly is uneducated. He's dumb. He's this and that. This is what happens when you have no backbone, no foundation, all that type of stuff. I was seeing all them comments. But then I'm glad you brought the Joe Biden thing up. I'm like, these same people that are calling Nelly uneducated, that's why I said I would like to have a political discussion with them. Because why were you supporting Joe Biden and Kamala, especially Uncle Joe? That y'all called that man Uncle Joe. Why were y'all supporting that dude when he is responsible for your father, for your uncle? You know what I'm saying? For your cousin, for your big brother. He responsible for all of them getting locked up and doing time. He responsible for all of them getting locked up and doing time with his 3 strikes bill that he authorized, that he put into motion. Him and y'all boy Bill. But he was more so behind it. He pinned that joint. You know what I'm saying? That's basically his bill. Basically his crime bill. So y'all calling Nelly uneducated. Y'all saying this man is stupid, but y'all was out here voting and supporting Joe Biden, and his history towards black people is crazy. And then they want to do something. I saw where they pardoned Marcus Garvey. Like, come on, man. Like, I hope we didn't fall for no garbage foolishness like that. I know y'all saw that, man. I saw that the article where Joe Biden them pardoned Marcus Garvey. How long Marcus Garvey done been dead, man? How long my man's been dead, and we about to fall for that type of okie doke? Okay, we gonna have him pardon Marcus Garvey. Man, get out of here, man. Y'all can miss me with that. It's still middle fingers up to Joe, middle fingers up to Kamala, middle fingers up to Trump, middle fingers up to this whole entire system. I don't care for none of these folk. But what I'm not about to do is walk around sound like a hypocrite, and that's been my stance for the longest. So I'm standing on that square. I don't fool with no side, and I ain't never switched up. You know, so I'm going to keep it neutral. So when I see the hypocrisy on either side, I'm pointing it out. And so right now, I see the hypocrisy on that side. Y'all calling Nelly uneducated politically, but y'all fools was out here supporting somebody that ain't never liked black people. And that's one of the main reasons. That's one of the main reasons why y'all coming at Nelly and Snoop. Oh, man, they racist. That's the Klan. Like Willie D mentioned that. You ain't never got invited to perform at a Klan rally and all this. And Nelly said, where this, he was basically saying, how is this a Klan country? Now, he was wrong on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was wrong on that. Come on, Nelly, now. But I get why you saying what you're saying, but that was wrong. That was wrong. That was wrong for sure. Hey, Airview, peace. What's happening? What's happening? What's the word? What's the word? Man, even Marcus Garvey chopped it up with the Klan members, though. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Garvey chopped it up with the Klan members. Marcus Garvey sat down, had a meeting with the Klan members. Tapped in, had a meeting with the Klan members. Ain't no, you know, and they was coming at W.E.B. Du Bois and them. Like, they was coming at dude for that. So one of our most prestigious leaders sat down with the enemy, chopped it up with him, and he got scrutinized. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. Like, what we really on? Y'all was out here supporting Joe and Kamala, especially Joe, ain't never cared for black folks. And that's in the history books. That's something you can research. But Nelly is uneducated. Nelly's uneducated. Hey, Zaray, that might be why they mad at him. I don't really care about Snoop. I just put Snoop in it because they trying to cancel him. You know, I'm more so focused on Nelly. Cause Snoop switching up and changing up the game on me don't surprise me. Snoop always been a wishy-washy dude, and he's always been an opportunist. That doesn't surprise me. Nelly doesn't surprise me neither, but black people wasn't rocking with Nelly to begin with. So now all of a sudden we all concerned about Nelly as a collective. Nelly been moved on. Nelly had to, like I say, Nelly had to transition to a whole other genre of music because black people wasn't supporting him. You know, Nelly had to cross over to a whole other genre of music. That is crazy, because then once like Beyonce and them did it, now black people was all acting like they been rocking with country. But when Nelly did, I'd never forget, when Nelly was out here making the country music, black folks was hating on him. Beyonce did it, and now y'all dressing like cowboys. Crazy. But I remember when Nelly was putting out a few country songs. Ah, man, Nelly's selling out. Nelly don't fool with black people. He don't want to make music for black folks. Then Beyonce does country, and now y'all acting like she a trailblazer. Like, black people, I hate to use the word stupid sometimes. Sometimes we could be stupid. Like, sometimes we could be stupid. Now, I'm not gonna act like I'm hardcore Nelly fan and I just listen to all Nelly all day. But nah, I'm not about to do the brother like that. No. No. I'm not about to be going in on Nelly the way folks going in on Nelly because y'all sound stupid. Y'all sound stupid. Y'all say he sounded stupid. No, y'all are sounding stupid. Y'all are sounding stupid. When the people that's talking about they canceling Nelly, when the last time you funded anything Nelly did? When was the last time you funded anything that Nelly did? For the ones that are saying, oh, we're canceling Nelly. When the last time you funded anything my man, whatever, anytime. When the last time you funded anything my man's did? When the last time? Mark. Nelly was one of the first ones to put out a joint. He had a song, and this was before he fully transitioned, but he had that song with Tim McGraw, Over and Over Again. And this was many moons ago. This was before he fully transitioned over to that. But he started it off with that song, Over and Over Again. It was with Tim McGraw, I believe. So Nelly was dabbling with country way before Beyonce and them and all of that. But then Beyonce do it, and now all these black women cowgirls now. Bunch of followers, a bunch of just sheep, man, a bunch of fools, man. But again, I'll never forget when Nelly was doing it, I remember the criticism. But he had that song with Tim McGraw back in the day, Over and Over Again. And then he saw how that hit with a certain demographic, and he made the decision. He made the decision. It'd be funny, man. But I didn't seen people do this, man. I've seen artists, I've seen people who have services try to do right by the community, try to put out music for the community, and their community don't support them, and then they transition into something else, and now that community want to criticize them and act like they've been supporting them for day one. Like, no. Like, I've seen it. I've seen it. Like, that's like, we gotta stop doing that, man. We gotta stop doing it, and we selective with it though, because like I say, Beyonce can go do techno tomorrow, and all these black chicks gonna act like they always love techno. You know what I'm saying? Like, Beyonce can go do any genre of music, and her crowd of people are gonna act like they've always fooled with that type of music. But certain artists, like, nah, they switch up and try to experiment with a different sound, and now mugs want to call them everything under the sun. And then they get a good reaction from other folk, and they gonna go where the money is at, just like everybody else is gonna do. They're gonna go where the money is at. Just like you gonna go to the best job, like you in the corporate world, you gonna go to the job that's paying you the most, fam. Now, there might be some other factors, but ultimately, you have got to put food on the table, so you gonna go to the job that's offering you the most money for the most part. That's all these entertainers do. This is their livelihood. So they're like, man, I gotta put on I gotta put out the music that's feeding the fam. That's what they doing. Just like you gonna choose a job that's paying you the most, they doing the same thing. Man, I was putting out this type of music, man, but it ain't resonating with this demographic. It ain't putting no money in my pocket. But then when I did this, it worked with this crowd. So that's what I'm about to go do. Same way we act in corporate America, man. Somebody offer you more money over on this side, you might be willing to put up with a little bit more garbage on that side because they offer you 20, 30, 40, 50,000 more than where you are currently at. You know, so that's what they doing. That's their job, fam. It's their jobs. Hey, Muda, what's happening? What's happening? Peace, peace. What's happening? DJ Elmo, man, Andre 3 Stacks did the flute music. Man, people called that joint demonic. Man, I seen all type of crazy criticism for Andre 3 Stacks doing the flute. And I got that joint. They called that joint demonic. They get mad at my man for not rap. And this is why folks tap into other demographics. Man, the man said he don't want to rap. He has given us enough bars over his lifetime, fam. We should be satisfied. We should be satisfied, fam. We should be satisfied. Man, they act like he worshiping the worst entity on the planet by putting out this flute joint. Oh, man, I need to hear some bars. Like, man, they was going in on 3 Stacks for that. Like, man, what is we on? Like, we can't experiment. Like, black folks can't experiment with nothing. For the most part, man, they was going in on 3 Stacks. Man, I seen all type of crazy criticism from that flute. Like, man, just open your horizons musically, fam. Like, man, that's different. Tap in. Like, tap in, man. Like, I love to explore different genres of music. I don't need to just hear bars all the time. Let me hear that, man. RZA, Lil Jon, man, they got guided meditation joints. Like, that stuff is nice. RZA got a whole guided meditation album, and that joint is peace, fam. That joint is peace. Lil Jon got one. I think his is guided, either guided meditation or the affirmations. I think it's guided meditation. But RZA got one for sure, man. That joint is nice, man. I'm striving to meditate, I listen to that RZA. I play that RZA. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like, man, what are he doing? Why he doing guided meditation? What's wrong with? I don't want to hear him do that. No, like that's what we be on. That's what we be on. Some of my favorite duo, Dead Prez, fam. I remember one of their albums, like the album that dropped, man, this might have been about 12, 13 years ago. And they changed up the sound of the album. And here go folks want to be extra critical. You know what I'm saying? I need that Let's Get Free again. Man, they are in different spaces in their lives now, man. So obviously the music gonna sound different. I embraced the new sound, the different sound. And that album was dope, man. That album got a bunch of dope songs on there, man. Like, I embrace that. I embrace when an artist I like makes some changes. Now, that don't mean I'm just going to like everything, you know, but I'm going to embrace it, though. I'm not going to be like, man, I don't want to hear this nonsense. I don't want to hear this. I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to see what they talking about. Hey, Mood, I think it is. I know I got it on the Apple Music. Yeah, I know I got it on that Apple Music. That joint dope. You know what I'm saying? When I need that guided meditation, I tap into the RZA. I don't have to tap in to the white YouTube voices or nothing. I tap into RZA. Our own people are giving us this content. I'm tapping into them. Let me hear the black man talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Let me hear the black voice. Like, that's what I'm on. Let me hear the black voice. Oh, Chris, man, I can believe that. I can believe that. But yeah, man, we stop supporting people over them trying to experiment. Man, they try to experiment, we don't want to support them. Even when they not experimenting, we want to, man, we don't want to listen, back when bootlegging and downloading all that line wire, all that type of good stuff. I used to sell CDs, you know, I used to download CDs and sell them in the community. I was that guy. But if it was an artist that I supported, even if I had the $2 joint from the flea market, I still bought the album. If it was somebody who I rock with, if it was an underground artist, I still went and bought the album. I don't even care if I had that joint downloaded online while on the computer and I had 5 CDs from the flea market that got the album on it. I'm still gonna go buy the album from an artist that I support. That's how we should be doing it. But we didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like K Reno is, y'all know that's one of my favorite rappers for sure. That is my favorite rapper for sure. When I came across his music, I could have got all his music for free when I came across it. I bought every last one of his albums. And anybody that is familiar with K Reno, the man got 1 million albums. You know what I'm saying? So every time I would get paid, I would go buy a K Reno album. Mind you, I'm listening to the music for free on YouTube and all other platforms. I can download it. But I'm like, nah, I'm about to support this man. And the best way to show my support, purchase his albums. I don't care if I can get them for free. So I went, purchased all that man albums. Every last one of them. Every album, you look up K Reno right now, y'all see all them albums that come up. I bought every last one of them. That's what I do for people I support. Dead Prez, Stickman, or Stick. When he dropped his joints, the workout albums, I bought them. I didn't say, oh, I'm about to get these joints for the free. No, I went and bought them joints. Coach Nim, same thing with Fit Hop. I bought the music. I buy it. When I fool with somebody, I buy it. I find a way to put money in their pockets. That's what I go do. You know, so I don't listen. If I rock with you, I'm gonna find a way to support you financially, because that's what it's all about, man. Every other ethnic group understands this but us. You know, if we want to get ahead, we have got to support each other financially. It's economics at the end of the day. You know, so when I rock with somebody, I find a way to support them. It's been plenty of people in this chat, man, that watch me, that have written books, all type of stuff, and I go buy the book. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to just be talking about this. I go buy the book. My brother Clocks in that be on this joint faithfully. He was up there earlier in the chat. I bought his book. Soon as he gave me the link, I went and bought that joint. Man, I ain't finna play around. I bought that joint instantly. Got the book at the crib. My boy that come in the gym got a children's book. Soon as he got me hip to the book, I bought 2 out the gate. Man, I'm not about to be doing all that talking. I'm not about to be sharing. Let me know how I can support you. You know what I'm saying? Let me know how I can support you. Oh, you got a children's book? Give me 2 of them. Oh, you wrote a book? Give me one. I'm not gonna even ask you how much is it. I ain't know. If I rock with you, go ahead, give me that link. I'm gonna buy that. And that goes for any of y'all. If any of y'all got any type of product that I can support, let me know. Man, I done bought beard oil from people in this chat. Man, I done bought everything. I done bought everything from some people in this chat, man. So if you got something that I can support, please let me know. Because I will support. I'll be the first one to support it. Put the money where your mouth is, man. Like, I'm the first one to spend some bread. And some of the folks in this chat can vouch for me because I have purchased the products. I don't do all that. Let me know how I can support you financially. You got something for me? Boom. I'm gonna buy that. End of story. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you've been supporting me, in the story, go ahead and drop that link for me. So any of y'all, if y'all got something that I can purchase, please let me know. Feel free to hit me up on any of these other platforms. Let me know what you got for me. I'm buying it out the gate. I don't ask for discounts, none of that. If anything, I might give you extra if I can. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Terenzo, appreciate that donation. And that's 100% right and exact. 100%. 100% right and exact. Hey, Dean. Hold up. There we go. Hey, Dean, I don't know if you follow me on any other platform, but I need for you to find me on some other platforms and send me that link, because I don't know if I could probably come back here and find that link, but if you got me on any other platform, please send me that link. Dominique, you say listen to the music. Where can we find the music? That's light work. Just listen to the music. Come on now. Listen to the music. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing. Yeah, Clocks In book is dope for sure. You know, I need to. I wish I had it on me. You know, so next time I get up on this joint, I'ma definitely show it for y'all. You know, and promote that joint so we can run it up for Clocks In. You know what I'm saying? So we can run them sales up for sure. Oh, Chris, hey man, hey, anything is appreciated, man. Like you done supported me long enough, you know, for sure. But I'm definitely gonna tap in, Dean and Dominique. Just let me know where I can find the music, cause that's nothing. Let me know where I can find the music. That ain't nothing to support. See, this is how we gotta do it. This is how we gotta do it. Like this is how we elevate and evolve and just grow as a people. I believe in group economics, you know, and I feel like the only way we can get ahead is through economics. It's an economics game, and we don't be understanding that. You know, that's why I'm always striving to support my people financially. Always. I'm always striving to buy black. Always. And the more we do that, I'm trying to tell y'all that's going to change the game for us. That's going to change the game for us. Hey, Blaze, peace, man. Appreciate that donation for sure. Most definitely. Man, hey, I try not to be one of the ones, man, that's just talking crazy and not doing anything. So that's why I say, man, I'll make sure, man, I didn't send cash apps to folks on the stream that didn't ask me. Muzz is down bad, man. Like for real. I'ma help a brother out. You know, I'ma help a brother out. You know, I'm gonna help a brother out. If I got it, if I'm able to help, trust me, I'm gonna do it. Because at the end of the day, I know how the law of reciprocity works. You know what I'm saying? So I know that if I give, you know, it comes back to me 1,000-fold, so I don't have to stress about it. If I'm able to, I do it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't worry about what you doing with it. You know, at the end of the day, the moment I worry about how you utilizing these funds I have given to you, then I did that with the wrong energy. And now I'm not gonna receive it back 100-fold. You gotta give with no expectation, fam. You gotta give with no expectation. So when I give to somebody, I give because I wanted to. So when I donate something to you, when I give you something, I'm not expecting that back from you. You know what I'm saying? Like at all. I'm not expecting it back from you at all. Because at the end of the day, I know I'm going to get mine back. Whether it comes from you, whether it comes from the universe, anything, I'm going to get mine back. So I'm not worried about that. So I'm not one of the ones that's going to give somebody something and be, man, I gave that nigga $10. And, nah, man, I ain't tripping. I gave him $10. I don't care what he do with it. If he choose to do some destructive things with it, that's on him. If he does some positive things with it, that's cool. But I gave because I wanted to. That's going to come back to me tenfold. The moment I look at it any other way, I'm messing up the law of reciprocity. Well, I'm not necessarily I'm messing it up in my favor, not in my favor. You know, so I'm putting the wrong energy out in the atmosphere. So I gave with bad intentions. So those same bad intentions gonna come back to me. What do I mean by that? You gonna keep getting that type of energy that you despise back to you. You know, so I just give with a good kind heart and I keep pushing because I know I'm gonna get mine back. Simple as that. I don't even worry about it. If I got it, somebody asked me for it that I rock with, that I, fool with, boom, there you go. And I get it back every time. Never fails. There has never been a point in time in my life where I have given somebody something out the kindness of my heart and it didn't come back to me in some way, shape, or form way more than what I gave. It never happens like that. Hey, son, guys, peace. What's happening? But man, I didn't, man, listen, it ain't no thing, man. For one, and I feel like and that's how we gotta look out for each other. I want us to get to a place where we not dependent upon these white folks and these white institutions, man, to get things up and running. You know, we should be able to build amongst each other and go fighting it, like buy up property, buy houses and things like that. We shouldn't put that in the hands of white folks. I was just listening to Master P on Bag Fuel, man, and he was talking about how them white folks wasn't gonna sell him no crib in Louisiana, and he ended up buying 5 of them because he had the cash and he wasn't announcing what he was doing. But if he would have announced what he was on, they wasn't gonna sell them the houses, man. They got that type of power, man. Like, we gotta start moving strategically and move differently. We get them way too much power, and one of the ways to take that power back, man, is for us to start helping each other, fam. Don't be afraid to ask, and don't be afraid to give, man, because you're gonna receive. Everybody that's tapped into any type of laws of wealth and success, all of these folks that are wealthy and successful say the same thing as far as giving. That's one of the keys to them receiving. They give. That's why they donate. You know what I'm saying? That's why they donate large sums of money to all these charities and these foundations, because they understand that law of reciprocity. They practice it, you know, and you don't have to be a millionaire or a billionaire to give. You can give that last $2, and I bet you it's going to come back to you 200-fold, fam. So you don't have to be a millionaire, billionaire to give. Start with what you have. And then giving ain't necessarily always financial. You know what I'm saying? You can give time, you can give energy, you can give effort, you can give information. Any form of giving works when it comes to the law of reciprocity. Any form. No, you can, any form, fam. Any form of giving works with the law of reciprocity, man. So don't be afraid to give, man. Don't be selfish. That's why with information, like, I give y'all the sources. I show y'all the books I'm reading. I'm not stingy with any of this. If something helped me, I give it back to the people. Hopefully it helps you the same way it helped me. That's me giving. That's me giving back to my people, giving back to my community. So there are a bunch of different ways to give and practice giving. Like, straight up, you know? So we got to do better with that, man. Group economics is real, man, and we got to start practicing that. You know, if I can find a service provided to me that comes from black folks, I'm seeking them out first before I get it from somebody else or another ethnic group. That's how it should go. You know, if there's a book on a topic, I want to read the black version first. I want to read it from a black man or a black woman first before I read it from any other ethnic groups. You know, so we got to do better out here, man. You know, we got to continue to build these businesses, have these services, have these products, so that the more products and services we have, the more we can support each other. Straight up. Like, straight up, man. But y'all, with that being said, man, I got to tap out. I got the last batch of folks coming in for the evening. Got to go ahead and give them this workout. So I got to get this gym ready for them. You know, so I appreciate y'all tapping into the build, man. I appreciate the donations. Appreciate all the comments, all the love, all the interaction. As always, peace, man. But I'm going to let y'all get back to enjoying the rest of y'all Monday evening, man. I'm going to tap in when I tap in, man. But, hey, y'all be easy out here. I'm out. Peace.